Good morning, students. Welcome back to the income tax classes. So, before going to this problem, we need to understand what is cash system and what is mercantile system in income from business and profession. So, in case of mercantile system, so it's a system where the only current year, previous year information will need to consider. Only current year, previous year information. But in case of cash system, so here there is a 3 years of consultation fees, right? See, 2017-18 is there, 2018-19 is there, 2019-20 is there. So cash system in the sense we need to take all the previous year and assessment year information, but in case of mercantile system only we need to consider present previous year information. Are you getting? Once again I'll repeat. So cash system in the sense all the cash related information we need to consider, but in case of mercantile system we need to consider whenever the bill we made. So not only credit items, whenever the bills we made, so up to that information we need to consider. But in case of cash, only cash transaction, whenever we started the business, whenever we ended the business, up to that time cash transaction will consider. So are you getting the difference? So whenever we solve the problem, we will get the information. So here see the question. Dr. Usha Rani, age 46 years, a physician and resident of Mumbai, submits the following receipts and payments account for the year ending 31st March 2019. See, so same here profit and loss account is given. Profit and loss account nothing but receipts and payments account is given. See, particulars amount same as usual. To balance brought down 1,40,000, no need to consider anywhere. This why? Because this is the previous year information. Next, to consultation fees, 3 years of consultation fees is given. 17-18 consultation fees is given, 18-19 consultation fees is given, 19-20 consultation fees is given. We need to took all the previous year information, 3 years information. But in case of market, sir, here you will get doubt, sir, how we identify whether cash system or mercantile system? So only simple difference. So debit side they will give receipts, income, receipt nothing but incomes. So incomes they gave in case of debit side, and credit side they will give as usual expenses. That time we need to treat as a cash system. Are you getting? But in case of mercantile system, vice versa, they will give expenses in the debit side, they will give incomes in the credit side. They will not mention anywhere in the problem whether it is a cash system or mercantile system. Are you getting? Small blind entities. See, they will give incomes in debit side, they will give expenses in credit side in case of cash system. But in case of mercantile system, they will give expenses in debit side, they will give incomes in credit side. So whenever we solve the problems, you will get to know whether it is a cash system, whether it is a mercantile system. Now this question is given on the base of mercantile system. Sorry, this question is given on the base of cash system. Where how you will know? See, here is the incomes, no, here is the expenses. So that is a small difference. So whenever we solve the problems, you come to know whether it is a cash system or mercantile system. See the question. To visiting fees we need to consider. To winnings from lottery, the grass is given, either it is a other source of income, we need not to consider. Next, to interest on post office savings bank account, it is also other sources of income, no need to consider. Next, Gift from patients we need to consider. Next, share from HUF, it is also other source of income, no need to consider. Next, sale of medicines. She is a doctor, no. So sale of medicines related to doctor's profession. So we need to consider this income. Next, loan from bank. So loan from bank, they did not mention whether it is for professional, whether it is for uh, self or personal. So no need to consider to loan from bank. Only we need to consider consultation fees, visiting fees, visiting fees. Next, winning from lottery will not consider. Interest on post office bank account not consider. Gift from patients we need to consider. Share from HUF we need not to consider because it's a other source of income. Sale of medicines we need to consider. Next, loan from bank also we will not consider. Next, so rent of clinic we need to consider 2 years, 2018, 19, 19, 20. Next, surgical equipment is given, we need to consider 15% of depreciation. We will not consider the value of capital asset, we will consider only depreciation. Next, by computer we need to consider 40% of depreciation. Next, interest on loan profession. So they directly given interest on loan is for the profession. So directly given no profession. So we need to consider this amount. So in case of loan from bank, they will not mention whether it is a personal or professional. See, but in case of interest on loan, they gave within a bracket profession. So we need to consider. Next, electricity and water. So electricity and water, it's related to profession, no need, it's related to profession, we need to consider. Next, newspaper and magazine we need to consider. Next, professional books. See, professional books is given within a bracket annual 30,000 is given. So annual professional books in the they given in the question, we need to consider 100% of depreciation. If in case other than annual publication, we need to consider 60% of depreciation. Next, purchase of medicines we need to take 1 lakh. Next, household expenses will not consider. Next, income tax, it's related to owner, will not consider. Next, life insurance premium, it is also will not consider. Next, gift to mother, it is also is our it is also our personal, no need to consider. Next, by subscription to AIMA in the sense All India Medical Association. She is a doctor, no, Dr. Usha Rani. So AIMA is a professional expenses. Subscription to AIMA we will consider 20,000. Next, by subscription to professional journals, it's also we need to consider. Next, car expenses. Any adjustment is given to car expenses? Yes, see the adjustment. WDV of the car 31st/3/2018. So always we need to consider the depreciation on the basis of WDV value, written down value was rupees 2 lakhs, on which 15% of depreciation to be charged. Car is used 60% for professional and 40% for private purpose. So here is they gave car expenses, no, car expenses 60,000. So that 60,000 we need to consider only 60%. Why? Because this 60% is used for professional, we will not consider the personal purpose. Next, telephone expenses is related to profession, we need to consider. Next, lottery tickets. So lottery tickets is not related to profession, right? Will not consider. Next, staff salary is a professional related item, we need to consider. Next, as usual, balance carried on, it's a closing balance, we will not consider anywhere. So next, CD adjustments. So WDV of car on 31st/3/2018 was 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs is given. So on that we need to consider depreciation also. So it's 15%. So 2 lakhs into 15% into 60%. Why? Because we need to consider depreciation, no, for professional. So next, charge car is 60% professional for and 40% for private purpose. So next, visiting fees due to due but not received for 2018-19 for rupees 36,000. So to 18-19, it's a cash system, no? Cash system in a sense, consultation fees is received, the rent of the, so any items is given on the base of cash system, we need to consider. Why? Because so visiting fees how much? 2018. See, visiting fees is given 1,60,000. So here 36,000 due they are showing. So in case of visiting fees, we will directly consider 1,60,000. Why? Because whether it is received or not, but it's made to bill, no. Bill is already done. That's why we'll ignore this item. We will ignore this adjustment. Next, closing stock due but not received. This adjustment also we will ignore. Are you getting? Next, closing stock of medicines was rupees 30,000. So closing stock of medicine, whether they will give or not, will not consider this closing stock of medicines. Are you getting? Next, surgical equipment and computers were bought and put to use on 10/9/2018. So why this information is given? It is used in the business more than 180 days or less than 180 days. If in case more than 180 days, we will consider full depreciation. Whether it's a less than 180 days, we will consider half of the depreciation. Are you getting? Half of the depreciation. See, they give August, September, no? September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So it's a more than 180 days only. We will consider the full depreciation. Are you getting? Once again, you need to explain the problem. No, right? See the question. Only you will get one doubt. Sir, how it's a cash system and how it's a mercantile system. So anyway, we need to see the question format. Whether they gave first incomes and later expenses. It's a cash system. Whether they gave first expenses and later incomes. It's a mercantile system. See how here they gave first they gave incomes, no, and later expenses. So it's a cash system. So whether they gave question on the base of cash system, we need to consider all year information. See, all year information. But in case of mercantile system, only we need to consider present financial information or present previous year information. Are you getting the simple difference? Next, solve the question. See, computation of taxable income from profession of Dr. Usha Rani for the assessment year 1920. See, professional incomes or professional receipts. Professional receipt. First, consultation fees 2017-18 is given the question, 2018-19 is given the question, 2019-20 is given the question. So 25,000, 5,25,000, 30,000, total 5,80,000. Next, visiting fees also is given the question, that is also professional receipt, no, 1,60,000. Next, gifts from patients, that is also given the question, 80,000. Next, sale of medicines, 2,40,000, that is also given the question. So total receipts is 10,60,000. Are you getting? Yes. Next, less professional expenses are professional payments. So in case of professional payments, they give rent of clinic. It's a professional expenses, no? She is paying rent to her clinic. So rent to her clinic is 2018-19 36,000, 2019-20 1,44,000, total 1,80,000. Next, Depreciation on surgical equipment. See how much is the surgical equipment? See, surgical equipment is 1 lakh and computer is 50,000. So it's more than 180 days, right? Last they gave adjustment. Surgical equipment and computers were bought and put to use on 10/9/2018. So we need to consider September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So it's more than 180 days. We need to consider full depreciation. See, depreciation on surgical equipment 1 lakhs into 15%. This is the standard depreciation rate according to Income Tax Act 1961, 15,000. Next, depreciation on computer 50,000 into 40%. This 40% also standard depreciation according to Income Tax Act 1961, so 20,000. Next, interest on loan, within the bracket they give professional. See, profession. So this 40,000 we need to consider. Next, electricity and water, so 18,000. Newspaper and magazine 12,000. Next, depreciation on professional books. See, you need to see professional books, either it's annual or other than annual. They gave annual, we need to consider 100% of depreciation. So 30,000 is given. So 30,000 depreciation on professional book, 30,000 into 100%. So 30,000 you will get depreciation. Next, purchase of medicine. So purchase of medicine also given is related to professional expenses. No. So total 1 lakh. Next, subscription to All India Medical Association. So it's a membership fees. So 20,000 we need to consider. Next, subscription to professional journal. So it's a doctor's related journal. We need to consider as a professional expenses 10,000. Next, car expenses. So car expenses, how much is given in the question? See, car expenses 60,000 is given in the question. So 60,000 is given. They mentioned that 60% for professional and 40% for private. So we need to consider that 60% is related to professional use and 40% is related to private use. So 60,000 into for 60%, you will get 36,000. Next, telephone expenses are related to profession, 30,000. Next, staff salary is related to profession, 2,40,000. Next, depreciation on car. Though they did not give in the receipts and payment, they give in the adjustment. See, WTV of car 31st/3/2018 was rupees 2 lakhs. On this 2 lakhs, we need to calculate 15% of depreciation. Whether they will give or not this 15%, we need to consider 15% for car, right? So 2 lakhs into 15% depreciation rate according to income tax rules. Next, into 60%. Why 60%? It's 60% is related to professional purpose. So you will get 18,000. Total all the payments you will get 7,69,000. So total receipt is 10,60,000 and total payments is 7,69,000. Okay, so taxable professional income is 2,91,000. If you deduct from receipts, you will get 2,91,000. It is your taxable professional income. Any doubt in this question? So they gave the notes also. Value of closing stock and visiting fees received is ignored as accounts are maintained under cash system. So it's given nothing but the visiting fees, consultation fees is considered all the years. Why? Because it is given on the basis of cash system. If in case they give in the mercantile system, only we will consider previous year information. See, but this problem is given on the basis of cash system. Any doubt in the question? If you have any doubt arises, feel free to ask. And I will explain in the next problem in both methods, cash method and mercantile system. So that time you will get to know what is mercantile and what is cash system. Mercantile system nothing but we calculated previously, no, calculation of taxable income from business. Same format we need to calculate under the mercantile system. Cash system nothing but we will take professional receipt and we will deduct the professional payments. So you will get the taxable income from profession. That is cash system. Mercantile system nothing but we need to calculate in case of taxable income from business. So that in that format we need to calculate under the mercantile system. So carefully go through the problems, otherwise you will get to know, you will get doubt in the exams. Practice the more questions. Okay, thank you.